Khabib, how's it going, brother?
Yeah, I'm very good, very good.
It's an honor to have you on the show, man.
Yeah, but big round of applause. Woo!
Yeah, you're here with me, T-Rex, and another girl from around your area, Marina Shafir.
Hi.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Please, guys, please, no speed.
Oh, very
slow, please.
Yes.
Little bit slow, please.
Привет.
No problem. No problem.
Как дела?
Now, Khabib.
Okay, thank you so much.
Now, Khabib, I was looking at some of your fights. Have you ever lost a round in mixed martial arts?
What's no listen.
No, right?
Never.
You never lost one round in 22 fights. Why?
I think I never lost 1 minute.
You never lost 1 minute in 22 fights.
Badass.
Why are you Why are you not the number one contender?
I am number one contender, and everybody knows this. And Dana White knows this. Lorenzo Fertitta knows this. Joe Silva knows this. Everybody knows this. I am number one contender after Peterson.
What do you think they're afraid
No
of?
Benson. Benson lose. Eddie Alvarez lose. Cowboy Cerrone lose a lot of time. I beat Rafael Dos Anjos, and after Melendez, you know who number one contender.
After Melendez.
Wow.
Now, how do you think what do you think happens? Okay, let's say Pettis beats Melendez, which I think is going to happen. No offense, Gilbert. It's going to be a good fight. I like both of them. What do you think happens between you and Pettis, or even you and Gilbert? How do you think that fight goes?
You know, if I have fight versus Pettis, I think he fight 25 minutes. All the time he fight. And I know he's very good striker, very good kick, but I don't think he have very good boxing. He have very good kick, only have very good kick, no bad experience. He champ, you know, but I am another level, and my pressing, my top control, my wrestling, my spirit, I think is very bad for him. And if I have fight versus Pettis, I think he fight all the time.
The whole fight.
The whole fight he fights. So you think it'll go 25 minutes?
No, he said he flies.
I say he flies,
he flies.
like chicken, you understand?
He flies the whole time like a chicken.
He fly. I am
running.
Eagle, you know? I am Eagle, and I think now I have, you see my last 2-3 fights, everybody guys fly. Now I have in UFC Octagon new Eagle Ireland.
You have Eagle Island because you just throw guys around. I got it. Now let's talk about your where you grew up. You actually grew up in Dagestani, which Dagestan seems to have great fighters come out of there. What is it about Dagestan that's producing all these great fighters?
You know, I am in Dagestan. I am born Dagestan. I am from Dagestan. I love Dagestan. For me, it's number one place in Dagestan. But for me, living in U.S., my rehab, my knee, my language is in U.S. very good. I'm living in Dagestan all the time. I prepare my wrestling time. In my city, I have 7 Olympic champion, gold medalists, freestyle wrestling, and Dagestan number one place freestyle wrestling in the world. And you know, all guys in Dagestan have very good background, wrestling background. And if I am Dagestan, I prepare my wrestling. I come US, I prepare my top control and striking, and my language too. I like mix Dagestan and US. I think it's very good for me.
Yeah, they can't handle your daggy style.
You can't handle your daggy style. I love that. Now, your father was a black belt and a world champion fighter, correct?
No, my father, young, he student in Ukraine. Before he young guy, he training in Ukraine. He champ freestyle wrestling, Dagestan, and he champ Sambo and Judo, Ukraine national champ.
Jesus.
And he have very good mix, Judo, Sambo, freestyle, and he training with me. He trained me all my life, and my father for me is number one, and he very motivates for me, and he control my diet, he control my discipline, my training, everything. If I no have father, I think I am no fighter. But thank you so much, my father. My father for me is number one.
Yeah, well,
that's awesome.
He did a great job. Now I have to ask though. There's a video of you fighting a bear, and like you're I think you're 8 years old, and you're wrestling a bear. Was that safe? Isn't that kind of dangerous?
It's dangerous, but before, you see this video is young Bill, the young Khabib, and I think now this beer is very old, but I very miss this beer, but I don't know where this beer. This video in Zoo, in Caucasus, and I know forget where this video, but I'm very young guy, and it's crazy video, funny video. I like this video.
Now you submitted the bear twice by rear naked choke. Did the bear want a rematch?
Maybe Bill wants me rematch, but now Bill understand I am number one contender lightweight UFC, and I think he's little bit scared. He understand now. I am number one contender. It's no good match for him.
Now, who do you think wins, Pettis or the bear that you beat?
I think Bill smash him. you see, Riz Bill is no easy. It's no easy money. Riz Bill, he take me down 3-4 times. It's very tough Bill. Riz Bill very bad for Anthony Pettis, I think.
It's true. It's true. We have the bear here, actually. Now, Bear, do you think that you could be? Do you think you could beat Khabib, Bear? I don't know. The bear seems like he's hungry. He.
Hey, give your address. I come now.
Wow, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Now,
if you give me address, I come now, and you see my wrestling match versus you.
Now you Khabib, you famously had a T-shirt that said Sambo is better than Jujitsu, right?
Yes.
Now, do you believe that?
I believe that. I am 2-time combat Sambo world champion, and I believe combat Sambo style better for BJJ, for MMA, and I think BJJ is no bad, but a lot of BJJ guys lose in UFC. He have good takedown, but he have very good underground, But if BJJ and combat Sambo mix, I think is very tough.
Yeah.
But I think BJ combat Sambo style better for MMA.
I mean, it seems to be. I mean, they're both. It's hard to say one's better than the other, but whatever's more effective, I guess, for the fighter.
Sambo is a lot more aggressive.
Sambo's more aggressive.
No, judo number one.
Judo's number one.
No, judo no bad judo. No
Ali bad. Says it's judo's
combat Sambo. In combat Sambo, you have small gloves, you have shorts, and you can punch, you can kick, you can take down, you can leg locks, submission, choke, everything.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of guys. Like I know Josh Barnett's right. Barnett's into that. It's crazy, the hybrid, and then Fedor. I mean, obviously Fedor was great example of someone who used combat Sambo,
and his brother,
who I think is got some issues now. Now, as far as girls wise, so I know Khabib. I know that you're a good looking guy. You come over here. You're 22-0. Are like the chicks just flocking to you? Are you getting tons of Eastern European puss? I mean, what's going on?
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. I have wife, 1.5 years.
Oh,
And
congratulations!
I have wife, and I think I'm very loyal guy. I think, and my religion say me is no good. If you go party, if you go smoke, drink, woman, it's no good for me. And I can't this. Sorry, guys.
All right, I'm sure there are a lot of women there very disappointed.
Maybe a lot of women like me, but it's not my style.
A lot of women like you, but you have to turn them down.
Maybe I don't know.
I know out of all the girls over at American AKA, it's you and out of all the guys that train there. Does Luke Rockhold? Is he the guy that gets the most chicks?
Luke Rockhold is playboy. 100%. He's number one fight. Now this weekend he have big fight versus Michael Bisping. I believe he knock out first round, and after that he is number one contender next year, middleweight division. And Luke Rockhold all the time. I come AKA, he's very help me. This guy is very loyal guy, very support guy, and I want to say good luck, my brother. I want you smash Michael Bisping, and after you go title fight. I believe.
Nice. Well, hey, Khabib, it was a pleasure to have you on the show, man.
Say hello, my dear.
Ali, let's get you on for a second. Or a minute or 2 minutes.
I'm back. What's up, guys?
How are you? So now you're managing Khabib now?
Yeah, Habib was my little brother, man. He's been living with me here in Vegas for about 3-4 months. I'm helping him with his judo a litling bit because he thinks wrestling is better than judo, but this is not the truth.
Judo is the best.
Yes.
And it's just been fun, man. He's a good kid, very dedicated. I never seen anybody more dedicated. Him and Frankie Edgar is probably the most two dedicated people I ever met in my life.
That's great, man. Well, it's
the guy doesn't miss a beat, man. He had an ACL surgery. He's a workhorse.
Yeah, seems like it. Now, I got to ask you. Recently, GSP was in an interview and said that he was with you in a car and saw a UFO.
Man, listen. This thing happened like 7 years ago, okay? And it was I think it was George, me, Rashad, and Mike Van Arsdale.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a UFO. I don't know, to be honest with you. But this thing was really, really close. And it was a crazy shape in the sky, And I didn't know what it was. And, I never told nobody about it. And crazy. George called me like 1 month, and he was his girlfriend or somebody. He's like, "Hey, Ali, what we see in New Mexico?" And he said he had somebody on speaker. And I explained what he said because the people with him, they didn't believe him. They think he was crazy. But, I don't want to talk about it because people already think I'm crazy. And if I say it, they're gonna confirm I'm crazy. But this is true. It did happen. Rashad confirmed it. George confirmed it. I confirmed it. Okay. I don't know if it was a UFO or what, but it was the craziest, biggest shape I ever seen.
Can we confirm how much alcohol was in
the car that day, or
in that car that day?
One thing about me, I never drink liquor in my life.
So you really believe that like it was an alien?
Maybe it was a UFO. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It was right after training.
Wow.
It was right after training. It was just. It was in New Mexico.
All it needs to be a UFO is an unidentified flying object. If they couldn't identify it, then it's a UFO. I can't identify what that is.
I'm Egyptian. I don't know what the UFO is. When I first come here, I was living in Colorado Springs for like many years, and people said they always saw him, but I never saw it.
Did you sign the UFO for the World Series of Fighting at the time, or no?
No, I have to see his skills. We're going to do a tryout for UFO.
By the way, congratulations on the World Series of Fighting. You guys are doing great, man. You guys are killing it. You got a big thing coming up, right? Big fight coming up?
Yeah, we have 3 title fights, live on NBC Sports. We are on the same day as the UFC and Bellator. And I told everybody, our fight card, I think, is great. They showed DVR. the UFC and DVR Bellator and watch our fight card after watch the UFC after and Bellator. But we have 3 title fights. David Brands versus Yushin Okami, Jessica Aguilar versus Kalendra, and Melvin Galar versus Justin Gaethje. And it's going to be a firework. I'm excited, and it's going to be great, man.
That's great.
It's a great night for MMA fans. They have 3 shows. You get to watch the 3 of them. But if I was them, if you want to see knockout and finishes, you watch on Toon, watch World Series Fighting 15 in Tampa, Florida. And that's what you need to watch, and you can DVR all the other shows.
Now, I was really happy that my buddy Smilino won. He looked great. Smilino,
yeah, man, he's very, you know what, man? This kid is very, very talented, and just nobody really want to give him the opportunity, and he have a little setback, but he's very young, man, and he never really have a big training camp, and I'm looking forward to see how good he can develop,
And you guys just signed a guy with one leg, correct?
You know what? That is not correct. That was a mistake. We used the local promoter down there, and he talked to the kid, but we did not sign this guy, and he's not going to sign for us.
Are you interested in signing him?
You know what? I have no problem on signing guys. They come because he's a very good grappler. But to be honest with you, we give Nick Newell the opportunity, and Nick Newell fought on NBC, and kind of like a lot of the fans kind of give us crap, But I think everybody needs an opportunity. But I think this kid maybe need to go out there and fight a couple more tough fights. And listen, if he can prove himself, I think everybody should give him an opportunity. Bellator, UFC, people like that need to be opportunity.
Right.
They need to get an opportunity.
No, I think we were saying, definitely. No, honestly, you guys are putting on a really good fight. And then what's his name looked great in your last. Jake Shields got a really quick finish the last fight.
Yeah, listen, Jake Shields, he has the same game for the same year. He dominated a lot of people. He dominated guys like Tyrone Woodley, Dan Henderson. Jake Shields is a legend. You believe it or not, he beat he said if you become a legend, you have to believe the legend. He beat Carlos Condit. He beat Robbie Lawler. He beat all these top guys right now. Lucky enough, we have him. And he's probably going to get the winner between Harris and Fitch.
Are you concerned that you're signing too many fighters?
No, I'll say I'm not signing any more fighters. We just have enough guys right now to keep it going. And we good. Hey, I want to ask a question. The girl's on your show, she's a judo girl?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, she's a black belt in judo, a second-degree black belt in judo. Mm-hmm. She's badass girl. She's got a huge following. People know her.
I like judo people, man. I did judo for 22 years, and I love judo. I like judo people.
We're good people.
I always cheer for Ronda. Always.
But you said that judo people were mad at you or something, right? Didn't you say?
Well, no, the USA Judo community, they're not mad at me. It's just I could care less of what the fuck they're doing with their lives.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because I lived at the Olympic Training Center for 5 years. My training was 80. I went to the Olympics in '96, and after that, I moved here, and I trained with a lot of the judo people, like Orlando Fuentes, Brian.
Orlando's a man.
Atul Hahn, and all those guys, and Rick Hahn, and we all trained together. And I'll tell you something, man. When I first moved to America, I did not speak a lick second English. And Ed Lady and all those guys, they took me under their wing. They got me a place to stay, and I trained with them for 5 years, man. And
when
Hillary,
was this? Can you say again? 96. Things have changed a lot for the worse.
But you know what? I tell you something. These judo guys, they're not taking care of the country. Like for Egypt, they pay for us for everything.
Yep.
These guys have to pay for us to go for tournaments. They have to pay for us for a lot of stuff. And when I was competing for Egypt, I was living like a king. But I come here, the USAC provide you with food and housing, whatever. But they don't pay for nothing, man.
No,
and a lot of the judo players, they just broke.
Yeah, that's why judo here, it's never going to thrive, and it's never going to have a good audience because the country does not value it.
You have a lot of good coaches. I think it's a lot of, like, Eddie is a great coach. I think Jimmy Peters is a great coach. You have a lot of good coaches. And I think if the government, the U.S. government, it doesn't sponsor the U.S. Olympic Committee. It's a private sponsor. And I think if the U.S. government get behind it, you're gonna see Brazilian Olympic champs. Not just the judo program in the U.S. They did not. People do not help it.
No, they don't.
You know,
the country
they don't.
itself
They
isn't
even
behind.
canceled the program. I think now at the Olympic Training Center, they don't even have program anymore.
All right. Well, this is bitter judo talk here on MMA Roasted podcast. I think it's still huge in Glendale, though. With the Armenians, they seem to love judo. Carl Parisian.
These guys like Russian style judo, like fire my carries.
Yeah, like Cuban Russian judo.
Carl Parisian.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, in MMA between Ronda and Hector Lombard, and I guess there's a kid from Australia fighting this week that's huge. It's an Olympian from Australia. He's a two-time Olympian in judo. Yeah, he's fighting this week. Zach something, right? I don't know. We have him on. He's fighting the guy that was on our show 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So I mean, it seems like it's making a big comeback, or it's not. It's not like it went anywhere, but you're.
I think Ronda can beat some of the guys at 35 pounds. I really believe that.
Really, you think? You honestly, you think Ronda could beat some 135-pounder men?
Some of the guys, not the top guys, but some, I think Ronda can beat some. I'm not just saying that. Ronda, not like I know Ronda very well and stuff, but not a great friend. Not like I'm kissing her butt, but it's like she's different level of athlete. She's mean. She's ferocious. I believe she can beat some of the guys at 135.
What guys?
Believe. Huh?
Which ones?
I'm not going to call their names. You're crazy.
How do you think she does against Brian Caraway?
Huh?
Against Brian Caraway, how do you think she does?
Man, I'm not going to put nobody on the spot.
All right.
I'm not sorry.
I know. Ali, you're a great guy. It was thanks for having you and Khabib on. That was so much fun.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. Congratulations with all your success. Nothing but the best for you and your family.
Pleasure, man. It's an honor to have me on your show, guys. Always, I leave your show with a smile. You know who you need to get on your show? You need to get Henzo Gracie on your show. That's who you need to get on.
Yeah, we do.
Anytime.
I'll call him. I'll let him get on your show soon.
Please.
I love Henzo.
We'll have Henzo on next week. Whenever Henzo wants to come on, we're having Henzo Gracie on.
You got it, brother.
You got it, brother.
You got it.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye-bye.